The zombies are coming.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Plants vs. Zombies God War 2 video. And today, I'm going to be showing you a pretty good way to beating the really hard crazy garden or graveyard ops mode in this game. Now, before we start, make sure you like and subscribe, and do not ask why I have mastered a chomper. It's because this was my first ever real legendary that was not a party character, so I was really happy for myself. That's what I did. So without further ado, let's get started. So this isn't like a glitch or anything, but it actually includes like all 4 people in being in the ops batch. Sorry, I just woke up. So what I'm gonna be doing is like I'm gonna be showing you what characters your team should be using. And you might be thinking, okay, well, he's not gonna need to show us the zombies part if like, let's say I say Imp, then that means I can just choose Citron because he's pretty much the same character. No, that's obviously not the case, because number 1, they're definitely not the same character. Number 2, they have, of course, different skill sets, or move sets, so, yeah. So without further ado, let's actually get started this time. So, for plants, I'm gonna quickly get rid of the ones that you don't want to use. You don't want anybody to be a Rose, just because I really don't think she's a good ops character, just in general. Korn, I'm not sure about Korn. It's just every time I've completed a garden ops on crazy difficulty, I've never seen a single Korn in my life on that. No Chomper. Yeah, need I say more? And no Cactus. So, now I guess Cactus could be debatable, but I mean, you do you, but that's just my recommendation. So now that that's out of the way, you can get to the people. So, first, Citron. You want to have you might be surprised, but just in my opinion, an Iron Citron, you don't want to have an Iron Citron in your team, sadly, even though he is a really good Citron. I preferably tell you to use Frozen Citron or Party Citron, because I don't know why, they feel like they're actually really good Citrons, so that's why you should use them. Now, my recommendation for Citrons is 1 Citron. So yeah, either choose Party or Frozen Citron. So yeah, now Peashooter, Peashooter, you use a good character in general, so it really doesn't matter which one you select, but I prefer you choose one of the splash damage ones, so maybe, Electro P. I mean, he's not a splash damage one, but come on, he's the best Peashooter. Electro P, Plasma P, Toxic P, Ice P, and Fire P, and Peashooter. I just realized how many people aren't splash damage. And yes, I know I did not mention Rock P, but come on, he's the worst Peashooter in the game. No one wants to use him. So yeah. Now the reason I say splash damage ones is because, of course, it's already on crazy mode. You don't have to get screwed over by your garbage accuracy, and then, like Law P, you have to hit your shots. You can't just like miss it and then still deal damage. And Agent P, same thing, except he has less health. So yeah. I'll explain why you shouldn't use the other characters in a moment. I'm just gonna show you. So, Sunflower, pretty much the same thing as the Peashooter, except it kind of matters which class you choose. Like maybe don't choose regular. Maybe you choose Fire Flower. I'm not sure though. Definitely not Power Flower, probably not Mystic, definitely not Metal Petal, not Sunfaro. You could choose Alien Flower, and oh yeah, the maximum amount of Peashooters I recommend is also 1. So yeah, Stuffy Flower, definitely. Of course, since this is my opinion, I've got to include Stuffy Flower since she's my favorite one. And yeah, so Alien Flower, I don't know why, she just feels like she is, I mean, not would be, because she is a good Garden Ops character. Vampire Flower, come on, people already debate enough that she's a good character, so, yeah. Stuffy Flower, like I said, and the reason why I love this character so much is because she's like the tank of the healer class, because not only can she heal teammates, but when she gets kills, she still heals teammates by dropping sun when she kills them. So even if you do want to be one of those sunflower mains that don't help your teammates, then you're out of luck, because if you kill someone, then you're still gonna heal your teammates. So deal with it. So yeah. Now the maximum sunflower, I don't. A shadow flower, she just does more damage, of course. Okay, I don't want to get too much into sunflower because I don't want to explain the whole bunch. So that's sunflower. The maximum amount of sunflowers I recommend is 2 sunflowers, because of course they're gonna need healers in a crazy mode. So, and now when I said I recommend, I'm gonna talk about the reason I don't recommend the other characters later. I mean that by like after the video, or after I'm done saying the recommend characters. So Imp, I'm not gonna recommend him, because yes, he has his mech, but he also has 75 health. You gotta remember that the damn thing spawns like law peas and stuff like that, which have aimbot. And from my own experience, I can definitely confirm that they have aimbot, because one time I got gunned down in the air by a law pea, and I don't want to get into that. So, Super Brains, oh yeah, of course you're gonna want Super Brains. Captain Deadbeard, I mean, I think I completed Crazy Ops with him. I can't remember though. Foot Soldier, same thing with Peashooter. You don't want too many, so yeah. Engineer, you could complete it with Engineer. And yeah. Now, of course, Scientist, like the best class in the game. Or not even best class, just the most overpowered class. And All-Star, he's like a really tanky sort of guy, so kind of like Citron, you could use him. So now, let's get it. So, of course, I said no Imp. Probably a Captain Deadbeard. Depends on what engineer you're using. If it's any other engineer, I don't really recommend it. But if it's mechanic, then definitely go for it. I don't know why. I don't think he'd be a good guard ops graveyard ops character. I don't know why. I just don't feel like it. Scientist, you could pretty much use any scientist except for maybe paleontologist and definitely archaeologist, because archaeologist is a terrible scientist, and according to my friend TVX Muffin, paleontologist is a bad one as well. So I'm just gonna go with his word, because I don't use him anyways, so I shouldn't really talk about him if I don't even use him. So yeah. And then yes, definitely computer scientist, but I don't have him on this account. Don't ask why I'm on this account, I just like being on it sometimes. So yeah, and then All-Star, same thing with like Citron and stuff, you could definitely use him. So yeah, let's get into the characters I recommend now. So Super Brains, definitely Toxic Brains or maybe Party Brains. If you don't have either of those, then maybe regular Super Brains. The other ones just don't feel really graveyard ops, especially crazy ops material. So yeah, so Toxic Brains and Party Brains, both the legendaries. Captain Deadbeard, Captain Cannon, need I say more? Foot Soldier, please come at me for everything I say, but I recommend Park Ranger, because he's actually really good at taking down bosses. Maybe Tank Commander, General Supremo, Sky Trooper, and maybe Arctic Trooper. I can't remember if I said that already, but I don't think I did, so yeah. Those are just good foot soldiers for that mode. Yeah. Mechanic, need I say more? He just melts everything's health. But like I said, I don't, oh my god. I wouldn't know if he is graveyard ops material, because I haven't used him in that yet, but Scientist, as I said, is just a really overpowered class, and it's definitely the healer class for this scenario. So maybe you can have oh, another thing. Yes, chemist and zoologist are super good scientists, but still don't use melee scientists, because you want to be able to hit plants at some range, so maybe use Astronaut, maybe, because he's a really good ranged scientist. And I could argue that the Archaeologist is supposed to be the sniper of scientists, but he's still a terrible scientist, so don't use him. So yeah, you maybe want to have an Astronaut and a Marine Biologist on your team, because they're good scientists. And yes, that once again, this is just my recommendation, so you don't have to come at me for this. So yeah, but I'm not stopping you from using them. You can still use them, and of course, computer scientists. So maximum scientist I recommend is 2. Now the reason I haven't mentioned most of these for the recommended amounts is because, like I said, I'm not sure which is the best team. So yeah, but I did forget Super Brains again. So maximum Super Brains is either 1 or 2. So yeah, Soldier is 1, and Scientist is 2. And if you don't want to use the Super Brains, then that's when All-Star comes in as a backup tank. Don't use Tennis Star, because he kind of got nerfed in an update. Don't use Moto X Star, because he's just bad. You could use Golf Star, he's actually pretty good, if you use him enough. Wrestling Star, he's kind of a hard character to use, but trust me, I started using him a little bit a few months ago, and he has, in my opinion, he's just a sort of good character. Probably Baseball Star, because he's good at Garden Warfare 1, at least in my opinion. Maybe Cricket Star, and definitely regular All-Star. I don't know what's with regular All-Star, he just feels like a really good All-Star. But yeah, so, yeah. Same thing, recommended is at least 2 All-Stars. And yes, you can do a mixture of Super Brains and All-Stars. So yeah, those are my recommendations for Graveyard and Garden Ops, but now I'm gonna speak about the reason I don't think you should use the other characters. So, Imp, of course, I said he only has 75 health. Oh, that was a pretty good voice crack right there. Okay, let's stop being funny though. So, yeah, Imp 75 health, you can get gunned down in the air. I might as well actually explain at least some of the variants for characters that I recommended. So, Breakfast Brains, he just doesn't feel Graveyard Ops material once again. Electro Brains, same thing. Cosmic Brains, same thing. Captain Deadbeard, now the reason I say Captain Cannon but not any others is because, I mean, like I said, Captain Cannon is just legit the best Captain Deadbeard, so yeah. And the others just aren't that good, in my opinion. And then, Foot Soldier, Super Commando, legit all the other ones just don't feel Graveyard Ops material. I mean, I guess you could maybe include Scuba Soldier in the recommendation, but I don't use him, so you don't have my word for that character. Engineer, once again, just not really Graveyard Ops material. I think I already explained the Scientist while I was talking about the recommended ones. Same thing with All-Star, just in my opinion, the ones I didn't mention aren't just that good. Are just not that good. So yeah, Toxic Citron, he was good before an update. He got nerfed in that update. Iron Citron, he only has 1 ammo, so it would take a really long time to kill enemies. Not to mention the amount of time it would take to kill a boss or something, because of course you still have to reload, and yes, you could get a reload upgrade at Elite. You can get 2 reload upgrades, but that doesn't really change anything in my opinion. He's just a slow shooting character, and if you don't really hit your shots, he just doesn't do that much damage as well. So now I'm not saying that he is a bad character, and like he's actually a really good character, but I'm just saying that he's not really Garden Ops material in my opinion. Electro Citron, come on, he's the most terrible Citron. Probably one of the most terrible characters in the entire game, might I add. Citron, I mean, you could use Citron if you don't have Party Citron, but honestly, if you have Party or Frozen Citron, then, well, you might as well use them instead of regular. Rose, like I said, just not Garden Ops material. Not good with killing enemies. She's not really useful against bosses. Need I say more? Now, Colonel Korn, I can't remember if I mentioned that you could use him if you want to. It's just, once again, like I said, I've never seen them in my entire life of CRAZZZZY OPS. CRAZZZZY OPS, so you don't really have my word for that character. Now, Peashooter, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this, kind of like the imp or whatever. You want to get your splash damage characters in, not your hit your shots or your will die character or something like that, because they are really good in ops, because they'll still do a lot of damage. Chomper in CRAZZZZY OPS, if you're maybe on like wave 7 or something and you accidentally eat a zombie, then you are screwed because of how much time it takes. And don't pull that, oh, digestion upgrade crap on me, because I don't care if you have the digestion upgrade, you're still going to be screwed, because since you're still vulnerable for a certain amount of time. Right, Sunflower, I really just mentioned the not good ones, that's all I'm going to say, and Cactus. Honestly, in some maps, I mean, just in ops in general, I really don't think you'd want a sniper on your team, especially on CRAZZZZY OPS, since bots have, like, the friggin' attention radius of the Hubble telescope, for God's sake. Not even, like, the James Webb telescope, like, seriously. That's definitely not a space reference, to be due to the fact that I'm showing a space cactus as I talk about that. So, yeah, those are my recommendations, and, hopefully you guys can remember any of that. Hopefully you found this useful. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hey guys, so I know it's only been 2 videos, but I do want to quickly mention that no, my original account did not get banned or anything. I'm not like allowed on my. It's not that I'm not allowed on my main account or anything. It's just that I like being on my old account. It brings back memories. So it just feels weird seeing like not having all the characters in the game. And like I said, it just brings back a lot of memories from when I still use that account as my main account. But yeah, so if you're ever wondering why I'm on my other account and on my main account, well, that's the reason. So no worrying, I'm not banned or anything, it's just I want to go back in time and see the stuff I used to do, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and here's the real outro now.